Loading. Alrighty. Heyo guys, girls, and everyone in between. This is Rebellious Pastry here, and here we have Ink Blotch. She didn't feel like doing her intro today, so yeah. But before we go ahead and have you talk about what we have planned for Halloween Part 1, since I'm a goofball and accidentally made 2 Halloween episodes, and I forgot to look on the calendar to see when my next audio games episode, or talk show episode is, and it's gonna be, even closer to Halloween, so there's gonna be 2 Halloween episodes because, life just happens that way. Hi, QA. Happy, since I can't say this for the life of me, can you please, say what holiday it is today? Since I can't say it, I tried and I just can't say it for some reason. Yes, it has just started, but yeah. So happy Indigenous. Am I saying it correctly, Ink? Yeah, or Columbus Day, since we don't. What? Here's my new stream stream wallpaper, by the way. Since we don't really want to go ahead and get into much politics, let's just say both. Since we have, and by the way, and also today is National Coming Out Day, so yeah. I need to actually go to the YouTube part of the YouTube to like pin your stuff or something. But yeah, please go ahead and check out Ink Blotch's YouTube channel.
I'm working on adultery
Or
comic as I
dang it.
As I make this, I'm gonna be uploading it to Instagram.
Or I mean Instagram. My mind is my mind. And there's nothing I can do to like help the fact that my mind's all over the place today. But yeah. So we have ghost stories, but I feel like, or like just overall horror
Exactly one ghost story, then I am going to categorize ghosts.
I was gonna say that.
And I'm going to discuss my personal brand of horror.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna see if there's any other topics to talk about first, since we're gonna be, since we're gonna have 2 Halloween episodes, since I'm a dingus. But yeah. Apparently, so, oh yeah, here's an announcement I almost forgot to make. So I got like 4 Halloween fan arts for Halloween, and it was almost too big. There were almost too many for like the end card, but thank you guys so much. And they all pretty much came on the same day. Me, when I was checking by email, I'm like, oh my gosh, because I thought almost no one was gonna do it, and then here we are with almost everybody. So yeah. So I'm gonna probably say to send in Halloween fan art, since I need to build that end card sooner or later. So I know that I said a week before Halloween, but I really want to get that end card in soon. So I'm gonna say by the end of this week. But yeah, so So, do we have any... Alright, and then we've got... And then... there's... I think there's starting to be, like, a new branch of my fan base that their favorite things about this channel are the streams. Which... Holy crap, we're almost on episode 10 of this talk show. So,
if you want to discuss other topics, I do have other topics that I'm willing to discuss.
let's go ahead and go with the other topics for now. And, throw in, like, a ghost story near the end or something, since I actually know the timeline and it's not just gonna, like, jump out at me. Like, Time Up ain't just gonna, like, jump out at me today. So this is gonna be, like, about an hour and a half stream. Hopefully.
I'm sure I can drag out my video game recommendations.
But yeah, so apparently as I'm sitting here and my sparkling water is sparkling, like and it's so like mesmerizing to watch, but yeah, I have things to draw.
I don't even drink sparkling water.
You don't even drink? It's okay. I honestly feel like other flavored beverages are better. But yeah, it's so interesting to watch sparkling water sometimes. So, we've got a brandimation on this channel. So, looks like the fans are starting to roll in. So, do you have any non-ghost...
You guys know what Deltarune is? The fans, I'm not sure if Pastry knows anything about it.
Nope.
I recommend Toby Fox games in general to you because I think you'd like them.
Man, I'm still trying to beat Breath of the Wild just because of how little time I have to game.
The Wild can easily take out several hundred hours.
Yeah, especially when the graphics are so stunning.
I'm even done with it. I've had it for a while.
Yeah. But yeah. So, Deltarune, you say?
Toby Fox games in general are just great. Recommend Toby Fox. So Toby Fox is just a guy who just generally likes making video games, and he just good writer, so nice. I can't tell if it's probably about 8-bit little games. 8-bit games that are generally kind of complicated. If you do want to play Deltarune, I do recommend you check out Undertale first.
Okay. I'm still trying to...
Because Deltarune's mostly meant to.
I'm still trying to beat Breath of the Wild. But yeah, I'll go ahead and check it out if I have time. Because there's also Breath of the Wild 2.
I know I'm not going to be anywhere. I'm probably not going to beat Ganon before I check out Breath of the Wild 2. I've got to do.
But yeah, I'm gonna probably create 2 separate layers here, since I'm gonna have 2 people in the front and 2 people in the back of this thumbnail for episode 10 of the talk show. But yeah, just so you guys know, I almost forgot to say this, but there's not gonna be... Pastry's audio games are not gonna happen next week. They're going to happen the week after. And on that week after next, there's going to be two streams that week, since I got to get caught up from missing a week due to a trip. But yeah, sorry, I'm just like randomly forgetting announcements here. And that one was the actual, yeah. Yeah, so, so do we have anything else to talk about? Like, do you have any Halloween-themed books or movies to make fun of the plot of?
Well, I don't have anything particular. I don't have anything actually, because I don't. There's a couple Halloween movies that are pretty funny, but I just know that I know exactly one line from one of them, which is, "They're eating her, and now they're gonna eat me! Oh my god!"
What movie is that from?
The camera slowly zooms in on the character's mouth.
But yeah, I honestly...
Trolls 2.
Oh, Trolls 2? I didn't even know they had a second Trolls movie.
It's in like an 80s movie. There is like a second Trolls movie, but it's like it's like a whole different, but the one I'm talking about is entirely different.
Oh, I thought you were meaning like the one that just came out like, I don't know, a year ago-ish. My concept of time is crap right now, just because I'm just like when it comes to movies and stuff, just because I'm on the other end of the of what one would probably say, like, I tend to consider myself more of a creator in real life and on the show. So I tend to be like that one, and I said this multiple times during the Q&A. I make stuff, not watch stuff. Which, watching stuff is sometimes cool. It's just I can't sit down and watch something for more than, I don't know, 10 minutes. Which is really good in animation's eyes, just because with animation things take forever and a half. So therefore that's the reason why the big name storytime animators tend to only get 10 minutes out. So, but yeah, so, Blank is on the show now. I think Blank's one of our newer fans. Or one of my newer fans. Anyway, so, want to get started on, the ghosty, stuff?
Sure. So, my grandmother's house back before the 80s was apparently mildly haunted. I would say mildly because it was just a really weird ghost. So, essentially, the extent of the activity was basically just this. If you were home alone, if you were home alone, you'd sometimes hear someone walking from the hallway to the kitchen to the fridge, open the fridge, and then you'd hear bottles jiggling around, because this is like the 60s and 70s. Glass bottles were a thing.
Yeah.
You'd hear them, and like, it was basically the extent of it, and it was just wildly creepy.
Yeah. Have you ever been to the Stanley Hotel?
No, I've been near it, but never on the grounds.
Same here.
I went up to Estes Parks a couple of years ago. I went and I saw it, but it wasn't really on the grounds.
Imagine if one had to stay the night there. Which, honestly, I'd probably like stroke out because I'm not really that big of a fan of horror.
Yeah, I like a very specific little genre of horror, which is horror that is more or less consists of reports.
Which, honestly, most of my friends are horror junkies, but yeah, I'm scared as crap. Like, come on here. Like, honestly, out of everyone who could possibly be making a Halloween episode of anything, I'd be the worst one to do so. But yeah, I'm the one that actually has a talk show. So, yeah. But yeah, so
Shall I just dump on my specific genre of horror?
sure.
Cause we really got nothing to talk about.
I thought you said you had everything to talk about.
Yeah, you said you didn't want to talk about it.
Go right ahead. Oh yeah, types of ghosts you said off stream?
Yeah.
Um,
There's like, I like the little categorization of ghosts, ranging from stuff that you might want in your home, or stuff that's pretty much get out now. So, the first is probably outright good. Like, these things will actually help you. These are, like, incredibly rare. Like, you almost never see something like this. It's just... Those... Like, they'll often have beneficial effects. The probably most common is benign. Like, they just are there. That would be the ghost in my ghost story. It's just kind of there. Mildly creepy.
I know this is kind of off topic, but I have a question for you. Have you ever done Bloody Mary? Like the when you go into the bathroom and
No, I've never done that. That is something I fear.
Yeah. And then
See, I have a very specific genre of horror, which is horror that consists of reports. I do not want to deal with any other horror.
do you like? Link is asking us. Do you like Bella Porsche or Olivia? Go.
I have no idea who any of these people are.
Yeah. Which, yeah, we're not, like, huge horror junkies. Me, obviously, I'm not. Just because I'd probably, if I were to go in the haunted house, I'd probably be that person who walks out with wet pants.
Yeah, I don't really like any horror.
And someone would be seriously concerned that I'd like pass out because of how much I panicked. So, yeah. But So, what genre would be your worst nightmare, Ink? Or what,
Every
like,
other subgenre of horror.
I think the romantic horror, or if there was like some type of horror romance, is horror romance a thing?
The closest is Twilight, and that's pretty terrible.
Yeah, Twilight would be my worst nightmare. Which, I mean, yeah, I wouldn't watch it for anybody or anything.
Yeah, Twilight's not great. Like, it's absolutely not anywhere close to the genre that I enjoy.
Yeah. Also, have you watched Squid Games?
No, it's everywhere.
Yes, I know. And I remember during the Q&A, it's like, do you, did you watch Squid Games? No. But yeah. But I would like to try one of those cookie things I've been seeing everywhere. Like,
It's a cookie run game.
yeah.
It's not bad. I've actually checked it out. It's not bad. It's kind of exactly my type of mobile game.
Oh, not, I'm talking about like the cookie you eat. Like, have you seen like those hard cookies that you go ahead and like try to stab the shape out of? They've been everywhere on YouTube.
No.
But yeah. Hopefully the fans know what I'm talking about. Do you only speak English? Oh, by the way, I think my fan buddy might have gotten a little mixed up on what stream it is. Which I guess we'll answer questions, but that's not our main objective today. Q&A was last week. But yeah, if we run out of topics, I guess we can answer questions. But so have you ever played Luigi's Mansion?
No.
Would you ever want to play Luigi's Mansion?
No, I don't really have much interest in Mario.
Mario's where it's at.
Yeah, but Mario's literally not my genre.
Yeah.
I'm terrible at platforming. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. I'm just saying that out of the two, I know this is kind of like considered game politics, but Mario's better than Sonic, in my opinion.
I don't really care for either. Like,
yeah, they're both kind of rated, but Mario is better. So, what other horror themed games can we think of?
SCP Foundation. That's my favorite. That's just the biggest of my favorite genre of horror.
But
what is the SCP Foundation, you ask? Hey, little buddy. It's basically a shadowy government or kitty.
oh,
It's very distracting.
well, my sparkling water was very distracting earlier. So I guess so. I decorate November 21st and take it down January 6th. I'm guessing they're talking about the Christmas tree. Blank, what is your pronouns? But yeah, honestly, wait, is Squid Game horror, or do you have no clue?
I can't tell.
But yeah, I've been seeing a whole ton of animated memes about it. Which whenever anything popular is out, I honestly feel like there's a lot of animated memes about it.
Yeah, it's kind of.
That's how the animation meme community works.
Yep.
Which animation memes are good, but honestly, I did animated memes. I probably would do animated memes again, but I honestly think my heart and soul is set on story timing, honestly. If I could do everything, I would do everything. But unfortunately, time is limited. So, yeah. If I could do everything, I would do everything. But I can't do everything, so therefore, I have to pick and choose. Ain't that right, Ink?
Yep.
So, what are you gonna plan on doing for the future of your animation channel?
Well, I'm not quite sure. I'm not really that animation-y. Like, I'm more interested on, like, comics.
You could go ahead and take pictures of comics and post it. Like, do a slideshow and post it.
The voice act on. I'm terrible at voice acting.
Yeah. I think I do okay on my stuff. At least okay. The fans could answer my question on that, but I think I do decent on telling my stories on the internet. Which then again people watch it, so that must mean I'm doing at least decently on them. But yeah, which that April Fool's Day video was pretty good for where in my animation career I was. Which I honestly feel like I'm gonna probably have someone else try and quote unquote take over my channel next year.
But now people aren't gonna expect it. Just go to your next April Fools.
What? There's no way in heck people are gonna be like, "Ooh, I'm gonna go ahead and go back into episode 9 of the talk show and see what Pastry's gonna do next April Fool's Day." The fans are gonna forget by then.
True.
So I could say whatever I want, and the fans are probably gonna forget, and there's probably gonna even be new ones by then.
True.
So, yeah, there's gonna even be new ones by then. And those new ones wouldn't have any idea what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Besides, not everyone watches this talk show anyway. You are very good at drawing. Thank you, Brandimation.
You should check out my work.
My pronoun is cloud. So yeah, I'm currently drawing the thumbnail for episode 10 of our talk show. Hopefully our friends Daniel and Wilbur can go ahead and join for that episode of the talk show. Cause they're like the biggest horror junkies I know. So hopefully I can get them on. Which during the deck of too many plans, I managed to get Wilbur on last minute. And it's like, okay, let's do a stream now. Ha 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 ha. Yeah. What other types of ghosts are there?
So there's benign, but there's like mischievous, like they'll like commonly hide stuff and put it other places. They're just kind of annoying. And then there's just outright malicious that actively want to hurt you. These are pretty easy to notice, and well, if you have one of these, go find a witch.
Oh.
Priest, go find the witch. Witches are more effective.
Yeah. So, what's your favorite type of ghost, Ink?
Beneficial.
So, let's see what the chat has to say as far as, what to talk about. Oh, are you gonna be doing a collab with anybody? I'm currently, I have a collab with Ink in my, scripts that I'm probably gonna end up waiting till next year to do, just because I pretty much have most of what I'm gonna be doing for the rest of the year for the channel already planned out, since it's pretty much just holidays at this point. Because I only post about once a week when I'm not doing Witchtober shorts, so I'm gonna plan on making a slideshow of that, and
You also seem to be not know the point of that particular challenge. The point is witches.
well, I'm used to Inktober, but then something happened with Inktober, and apparently I've been doing it wrong. But hello, my sketchbook. Wait, so one is supposed to draw everything about that with witches?
So with other Inktober challenges, they'll be more likely to. With new Inktober challenges, it generally says what they want on the title.
Oh. But with Inktober, it's Inktober. I thought that
People will literally fight you because you're doing it digitally.
They could go ahead and fight me? Take it on! Haha! Digital is still ink. So, yeah. But yeah. Which I remember someone, I forgot which pre-audio games stream this was, but someone literally asked me what I'd do if I were to fight like some super huge like wrestler dude.
You would lose.
Yeah, I would lose. Hey, Rebellious, how it's going? I'm doing pretty good. Yes, I watch Jamie Dodger. Have you heard of Jamie Dodger Inc?
No.
He basically does like a whole ton of like LGBTQ plus meme reactions, and it's like really funny. And he does meme reactions on r/artist okay. Basically, where like he basically takes and r/accidental ally. When people mean to be rude but accidentally be supportive. So that's the type of stuff he tends to look at. He tends to make fun of homophobes a lot. So yeah, 10 out of 10 would recommend Jamie Dodger. Which, fun fact, when Powered by Rainbows posted the thing for who did we want for him to collab with other than yourself, I did say Jamie Dodger. So he's like a 400k subscriber channel. His stuff is just like great. Do you have any bad inking in digital can be undone, lol? Yeah, I've done inking in real life, but the thing is I tend to do it at my IRL obligation, and I don't have my best supplies there. Just because I have what is only in my pencil case. But yeah, so Ink, if you had to be a squash, what type of squash would you be?
I don't know very much about squash. I know squash is a gourd, that's about
it. Yeah, I've had green squash, yellow squash, spaghetti squash. So, what other types of ghosts are there?
That's about
it. Oh, man.
That's like the 5 basic type of ghost.
Which, next week we're gonna hopefully have, Wilbur and, Daniel on.
The week after, you mean?
The week after, since next week I don't have a stream. Because I'm going on a trip. And if you dare to sing the Little Einsteins theme song, Ink, I will slap you into next month. If you sing the Little Einsteins theme song, I'm going to slap you into next month. Now it's stuck in my head. So, yeah.
I find that song as annoying as you do.
The
trend where that became popular in like 7th grade.
Yeah. What is your favorite little kids show? Wait a minute. Have you ever watched Spookily the Square Pumpkin movie?
No.
I watched it for years in a row back when I still had cable. It's basically about a pumpkin that didn't fit in with the other pumpkins. And then he ended up being sorry if I spoil this movie for anyone, but he ends up being the chosen pumpkin.
The chosen pumpkin.
Like he's
concept.
But I honestly feel like that's a common theme in little kids movies of the
Yeah, it's a pretty common trope.
Yep, it's a very common trope. The person who tends to get picked on tends to get famous. That it tends to be very popular. A very popular concept amongst movie makers. which it has actually happened before.
It's even more common among fantasy books.
But then again, you've got something else, YT, that was reality for him. He got picked on, and then he ended up being like a huge storytime animator. Being like,
We have to be chosen by an external force.
Like, ha, look at me. Like, he has this whole song about how he wasn't like necessarily the most popular kid, but yet, or he got bullied and then he ended up getting famous on YouTube, and he's like, ha, look at me. Haha.
Bullying stories are highly entertaining.
But why is it entertaining?
Sometimes you get comeuppance, and that just gives a lot of fun.
Comeuppance?
To get what they deserve.
Yeah. Yeah. It's very interesting how, like, how someone could literally not be the most popular one in their real lives, and then when they find their hidden talent, they just go ahead and instantly become loved by everybody.
Yeah.
And then there's the other cases that are like, so and so got famous. I went to school with them. Like if you didn't feel like getting to know them while they were nothing, then why would they want to spend time with you when they're something?
Especially if you're a bully, like, it might be a mildly interesting story to those who weren't assholes.
Yeah. Let's see here. Oh, all right. Apparently, another artist will go ahead and learn how to use fire alpaca from me, which I need to show you guys all the different like random brushes. And just so you guys know, my brush is on 15 on thickness, since I honestly like to have my characters to be drawn in thick ink like style, just because thick line art, just because like that doesn't happen very like usually. And I'm gonna go ahead and make this thumbnail more Halloween like, because it'd be more fitting. I'm gonna put some sharp teeth on the pastry. I've just been putting sharp teeth on pastry a lot lately. Just because. So are you gonna be doing anything special for Halloween for your channel, Ink?
Well, not for my channel, but I'm gonna be visiting my girlfriend.
Nice. Can you let my fans know how she's doing? I know how she's doing. I want my fans to know how she's doing.
She's doing pretty good. She was very overstimulated.
Aw, man, yeah.
Halloween at homecoming. Yeah, we had a homecoming.
Yeah.
A couple days ago.
Mm-hmm.
So loud. We had the music at absurd volumes.
Isn't that almost any like super big party thing though? Like,
it wasn't that bad. The last year I went, even in the room where the music was loudest, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
Fuck any kid with sensory issues.
Yeah. They're probably thinking, oh, kids with sensory issues aren't gonna go to school dances.
it's fun.
Yeah.
It depends on how bad your sensory issues are. Like, if you have minor sensory issues, like I do, they shouldn't be triggering even minor sensory issues.
Yeah. But yeah, high school dances are a very interesting time for anybody. Let alone cartoonists that barely see sunlight in their everyday lives.
Cause like in sophomore year, the music wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Like, you could go in there and play the video games that were in there, but meanwhile, Lexi and I were literally hiding from the noise.
Yeah.
And of course, we couldn't escape it.
Yeah.
They kicked us out of the outside. They kicked us back inside.
Yeah.
Ready for your best Rickroll, everyone.
Yeah. Me and Lexi both.
Yeah, you were both very disappointed.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm up to almost any stupid crap that could be done. So, but then again, like, I tend to be, wait, Pastry is Audio Games episode 7. What am I doing? But yeah, never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down. I'm not gonna sing the rest of it due to copyright.
Copyright isn't gonna pick that up. It's on me.
Yeah, it's all over the internet, man. Never gonna.
It's not going to be picked up if you're just singing it.
Okay. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down.
Never gonna run around,
Down.
desert you.
Never
Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye.
We're acting weird on this show, but that's normally what happens. But yeah, so what other horror type stories do you have?
Should I just info dump about the SCP Foundation?
The what?
Should I?
The what?
Yeah, that means I should. What is the SCP Foundation? It is the very shady SCP Foundation. Let me explain it, and before you go, the what?
Hey, the audio's kind of delayed. It was a Rickroll all along. Wait, I'm just reading this chat. Halloween is the only barrier. It was a Rickroll all along. Rip Halloween. What about Thanksgiving? Thanksgiving is a stick barrier compared to Halloween. Yeah, makes sense. And I will break the stick. Wait, Rickroll hit. There's too many zeros in that number. It did? Yeah, 1 billion. I'm just reading my chat. Alright, continue. I can't read all the chat. There's too many people. Too many chatters. Continue. Which, I love you chatters, but I won't read everything.
Highly shady international governmental organization that works to contain anything paranormal. How well that goes varies. The SCP Foundation is very shady, but sometimes, mostly because however, they do everything for the greater good. Like, they're very shady. They use prisoners as D-class, which means disposable.
Yikes.
Yeah. However, this is probably a good idea considering how the SCP Foundation contains various things that range from quite safe and acts like puppy, like a weird little SCP blob that just acts like puppy. And then to universe obliterating horror.
And what did this very shady foundation do that was the worst?
Murder the entire world. That happened once.
Oh, God.
The timeline had to be reset for that one.
And was this for a game or was this in real life?
No, this is just like a writing thing that a good couple hundred people have been doing.
Oh, that makes sense.
It's absolutely not real life.
Hmm.
But it's hard to say considering how goddamn secretive the SCP Foundation is, but most likely not real.
Oh.
Generally, the stuff about their thing, stuff about what they're doing, when that gets out, it doesn't end well. It will eventually lead to the end of the world.
The end of the world?
Yeah, that's historically how, as they call it, broken masquerades happen.
Which there's many different theories on how the world will end.
Yeah, my containment version of absolute horror is not, of course, one of them.
We're getting a whole ton of new fans. Welcome to the channel, new fans. I think they're new. It's either that or my people are changing names on me again. Either way, welcome. But yeah, it's very, so, just so you guys know, behind, when it comes to me being one video ahead, I'm currently working on the Thanksgiving special. which multiple people are thinking, pastry, you're thinking about Thanksgiving when it's Halloween? Still, spooky month still? I'd be like, well, it takes forever and a half for animation, so, ha. But, anyway, what's the scariest thing that this... Wait, so you said the organization's gonna end the world?
Well, not
potentially?
Generally not purposefully. Sometimes it happens purposely, but that's because the minds of the heads of the foundation have been compromised. And of course, considering that they have anomalies that range from safe to universe obliterating horror.
Then again,
they did a very good job.
Then again, power can get to anyone's head.
Well, generally they're not that bad. They'll absolutely murder a large bunch of people to keep something particularly nasty contained.
True.
And hey, even if the world ends, they can at least fix it most of the time. It's happened at least twice.
Oh.
Yeah, see, there's 6,000. There's over 6,000 entries. And honestly, some of my favorites are in the thousands. Are the ones that are in the thousands. Every 1,000 entries, there's always something really interesting because when they do that, it's because unless it's SCP-1000 is the only one that was in a competition. And honestly, SCP-1000 is one of the least interesting ones, at least until you decide to check out the Cactus Verse, which is one of many canons created by DJ Cactus, which is basically forget everything you know about evolution and human history. We got magic.
Interesting.
It's my favorite. But SCP-1000 is essentially Bigfoot.
Oh.
Except looking at it can kill you.
Wait, isn't Bigfoot, so fluffy, though?
It's not that fluffy.
Or am I talking about, some type of other monster? Bigfoot?
Bigfoot is not one of them. It's hairy.
Or
The
wait,
difference between fluffy and hairy.
I'm thinking about a Yeti, aren't I?
Yeah.
My bad. I get those two confused all the time.
I'm talking about the American Bigfoot, not the Yeti.
Oh, my bad. I thought you were talking about Yetis. And also, sorry that so
Well,
yeah.
Yetis are a subtype of Bigfoot. They are not what I'm talking about.
Right now I'm looking up cranberry sauce. Which would be more fitting for a Thanksgiving episode, but since I'm drawing cranberry sauce, I might as well tell ya guys that I'm looking up cranberry sauce. But yeah. So do you have any like personally scary stories that would be suitable for stream?
No, I've never experienced anything particularly scary.
Um
So the one and only ghost story I have is the fridge ghost.
Let me just say I have one about go-karts. I have one about go-karts. So back when and I can make a video about this too if people would like, but so my first ever time driving a go-kart, it was on this kind of shady like track that like if we were actually using our brains that day, I probably wouldn't have drove it. I would have been a passenger, and it had like this very steep like ramp thingy that ended up that I ended up accidentally going full speed down that little like downhill stuff, like down like 2-3 stories ish height, and then I ended up crashing into like the bar that like people open for like parking for the like the go-karts. I accidentally crashed into that.
Oh no.
Also, I don't want you guys to get all like Christmassy on me when it's not even Halloween yet, but I'm gonna plan on doing the Christmas card drive again this year, or like the exchange again. Basically, where you guys send me Christmas cards and I'll send you Christmas cards back. So yeah, I've been that's gonna happen this year. But currently fans are being fans in the chat. Which I'm not normally this distracted by the chat, but since there's not really much interesting going on the stream currently, I'm just like, ooh yay, chat. But so what other spooky stories do you have?
I have none. The fridge ghost is my only mildly spooky story.
What other ghosts are there? Are you, or did you pretty much exhaust that too?
Yeah, there are like 5 basic types of ghost. I went through all of them.
So, man, I'm just thinking, you've got to be kidding me when we already,
I have several other horror concepts that I kind of enjoy.
yes, go right ahead.
Yes, the back rooms. Should you no-clip out of reality, you find yourself in the very empty back rooms. The back rooms are a weird place and are very difficult to escape. Of course, I must introduce you to the concept of liminal spaces first. Because liminal spaces are essentially just places that just feel off. That is like the entirety of it. Like, it just is like creepy, like empty gas station in the middle of the night.
Oh.
That's probably the best. Like, it's best done with like a crappy camera and a weirdly empty or dark location. Somewhere like, however, the most famous part of the back rooms is level 0, which is just a weird area that is just weirdly constructed walls with yellow moldy wallpaper and
Yeah, my bad. I turned my mic off. I turned my mic off to go ahead and drink my water, which is apparently very warm because of my computer. My computer isn't very warm, but my computer made my sparkling water very warm, and it tasted gross because of how warm it was. It was gross. See what happens when you have a fan base? You tend to pay more attention to them than you do your own sparkling water. But, yeah. Now to draw a pumpkin pie. But yeah. So, ink. Oh, I accidentally, moved my microphone, my bad. So, if you had to ask a Storytime animator to make a video about anything, what would you go ahead and, ask them to make, Ink? Everyone's thinking about Christmas already.
Ew.
I'm like, the heck? People are already thinking about Christmas when it's not even now. It's spooky month, not Halloween month yet. Well, then again, I'm not exactly helping with me drawing Thanksgiving stuff on a Halloween stream. But yeah.
Yeah, you're not helping.
I'm not helping, but hey, it's only one Halloween. It's only one holiday ahead, one, and two, animators should get an exception to people being upset at them for thinking one holiday ahead since it takes forever and a half to make things. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna chill and talk for the rest of the stream just because I don't feel like drawing Thanksgiving things anymore on a Halloween stream. Which next week is gonna probably be more of me drawing things on the Halloween stream. Oh, we could be talking about National Coming Out Day. So, me already thinking about the New Year's animation. Yup. I'm not gonna be doing any animations for New Year's. I'm gonna do like a recap of everything I've done on the channel. Yes, I can see you, Jade. Draw chill vibes. I can see ya. But honestly,
yeah, I'm over here making a Deltarune comic. If y'all want to check it out in the back.
But the thing is that you're not on stream.
What do you mean I'm not on stream?
You said that I was the only one streaming on my channel.
Of course I'm not. I'm just drawing an Undertale comic, and I would kind of want your fans to check it out. I just never get any views on my stream.
Okay. But yeah. Yeah, I want my fans to check it out. Are you gonna post it on Instagram?
Yeah, later.
Alright.
I'm probably gonna upload it tomorrow.
2021 rewind. Not exactly. It's gonna be more of a whole like here is how my channel here's how my channel did in beginning of 2021 versus the end of 2021, since I pretty much did a channel recap in 2020 when my animations looked like crap and still looked like crap. So yeah, but I honestly really don't draw many characters that are already existing just because it's just easier on me to draw my own characters rather than just drawing, but that might be changing next year because I got the 6th fan art challenge from a fan over in my video asking for a channel or challenge which have you ever heard of the 6th fan art challenge?
Oh yeah, I see it all the time.
It's more of like a stream challenge though, which means it'd be an audio game.
People upload it to Instagram all the time.
Yeah. But the thing is I'd have to get it from the chat. Unless I wanted to choose everything myself. Which I'm not gonna do it this year because 1, I pretty much have my audio games planned up, and 2, I really don't want to draw things from Squid Game, and everyone would probably say something from Squid Game because that's how it is right now in the creative universe. And apparently there's a lot of chat going on. So I'm starting to think somebody did their can someone please tell me if some like higher up YouTuber decided to do a raid on my channel, or is it just the fact that I have 283 subs and I'm not used to having 283 subs? I'm willing to bet it's the fact that I'm not used to having the sub count I do. What do you think, Ink? Do you think a YouTuber is doing a raid right now? Do you know what a...
You guys all seem to be familiar with you.
Yeah? Which, congratulations, you watch my stuff. And I'm very happy about that. But yeah, so what has been your guys' favorite videos? What have been your guys' favorite storytime animation from the channel? I've heard Camp Potato Story has been a big favorite. The customer service stories have been a big favorite. Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out what I want to go ahead and do for... what I want to do as far as like future videos go. Right now,
Sometimes they're just responding to each other.
okay. Yeah, that's how chats usually go in bigger channels. They tend to go ahead and just randomly start their own chat as which I honestly don't blame them, since that's what I tend to do on other people's streams all the time, just starting a random conversation. But yeah, so what is your favorite Halloween tradition? Is it carving a pumpkin? Is it which Powered by Rainbows is doing a pumpkin carving, a pumpkin carving thingy over on his channel with his boyfriend, which honestly, I'm probably just gonna carve a pumpkin alone and not have it on stream just because I'm gonna be doing it at a friend's house. But hey, I've actually done a rebellious pastry, the pumpkin, before. It was back in 2019, back when pastry was still in concept. Which how long did your characters spend in concept before you did anything?
A long while.
So how long is a while? Because a while is a relative term.
Several years, as
I did a year, but then again, I'm still kind of building on my set. Oh yeah, alrighty. I'm just looking at all the things I have to do. And what is the day 12 for Witchtober?
like it's light.
Because I'm literally doing things a day ahead just so that I can post the shorts.
I've honestly been doing it like way ahead. Like I have like all the way to I'm like almost finished with day 18.
Yeah, let me go ahead and go grab my tablet real quick to go and please go ahead and keep the chat busy because dead air ain't good for this stream. So
Yeah, how are y'all doing?
that's all right. I'm gonna go grab my tablet. You were right. You were right. You were right. You were right. It is so freaking light. This is gonna be interesting. And you say that one needs to turn these things into witches as well. Is that a thing?
Yep.
I have an iPad Gen. I have an iPad Gen 6. Just like a regular old iPad. That I just use iMovie on. Let's see here. Oh yeah, light. So I'm probably gonna have to think about this one quite a bit.
Easy time. I honestly prefer character design challenges like this.
I want to just stick with characters I already have, just because I get attached to my people, to my characters. Like yes, one day when I get like more subs than I already do, I'm probably gonna end up doing a rebellious pastry, the plushie. Think you'd ever do a plushie? Hello? Lag. Hello? Hello? What happened? What happened? Hello, internet. Internet, 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 internet. Hello? Internet, internet, internet. Hello? 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 I'm just sounding dumb right now because I'm like internet, internet, internet. Hello, hello. That was just like a random lag spike right there, which was kind of annoying. Not gonna lie. But yeah, hopefully my people come back after that weird happening. But they're probably gonna come back. So yeah, sorry about that. That was kind of a little like gap. But yeah, National Coming Out Day. Do you have anything to say about National Coming Out Day? Really?
Yeah, good holiday.
But almost no one knows about it. Like everyone be like, "Oh, it's today." That doesn't. Who isn't subscribed to Powered by Rainbows? Like, if you don't really like gay education stuff, he has all of the holidays, like the LGBTQ plus holidays, when they are on his channel in the community tab, which one day I'll probably also get a community tab, hopefully. Which they're making it easier. So, yeah. Think you'll ever get a community tab, Ink?
Depends on how much motivation I have to upload in the future.
Yeah.
Because right now it's not a lot.
Not a lot, what?
Motivation.
Motivation?
Yeah, I have motivation for Instagram, but not YouTube. But mostly because Instagram is easier.
Yeah. Which, honestly, I feel like, there should be, like, more emphasis. Like, you should keep your fan base in mind when you make a video.
Yeah.
Powered by Rainbows. But yeah, when you gotta think about YouTube, you've gotta think of things that are not, things that are not, I can only hear you, pastry, that's a part of a rebellion. I'm getting more tomorrow. Oh, I'm just reading the chat again. Can you guys hear Ink? Hello? Can you guys hear Ink? Can you guys hear Ink? Ink, talk. Talk. Talk.
Hi.
Talk. I want to make sure my fans can hear you.
Can you hear me? I'm talking.
Yeah? So, yeah, so whenever you, feel demotivated or whatnot, you've got to think about either, like, the fans you currently have or the fans that you will have one day, honestly. Like, right now I'm building a fan base, and, whenever I feel demotivated, I just look at the fan art I already got, and I basically look at what my channel could be one day. So, YouTube is a lot of work, but it's worth it. But if someone were to be like, "Hey, pastry," or whatever, or if they're a part of my IRL obligation, then they'd probably still call me Pastry. Just because that's how our group works, apparently. But think about the fans. Think about the fans.
There's like 19 subs.
But, if you were to make more things, then you might have more subs.
Yeah. Problem is I don't want to make more things. Not for YouTube.
Yeah.
It's so long.
Yeah, it takes so long. And, like, most of the time, your channel just doesn't get noticed. Unless you're working with a big name somehow. Which I am very fortunate that Powered by Rainbows took me in when he did. Now I will forever have respect for Powered by Rainbows. And yeah. So, respect goes both ways. I know how long it takes for him to research for his episodes, and he knows how long it takes to animate, so yeah. But if you had to switch bodies with a well-known YouTuber for a day, which one would you want to switch bodies with?
I don't know.
My answer would be Jaden Animations. I would want to learn all her secrets. I would want to learn things. A stranger on the internet says I don't upload and I almost have 40 subscribers. Ouch! Ouch! Ouch.
Depends how good some of your uploads are. Like, if you have, like,
He has, or they have no uploads at all, and
that's weird.
I guess they've just been commenting on things forever, and people's like, ooh, cool profile picture. I'll sub to that. Which
I mean, that's a strategy.
I have a,
Commenting generally does help on YouTube, actually.
yeah.
One important thing about social media is making connections.
Yep. Which your main connection is me, so,
Which, of course, I don't have. Of course, you refuse to use any social media other than YouTube.
Yeah. Oh, is that like some type of Alexa stuff?
No, it's just a notification on my iPad I'm drawing.
Oh, okay. Are you streaming currently?
No.
Okay. So it's... Yeah. But... If you had the chance to watch Squid Game, would you?
No.
Same here. Sorry, Squid Game fans, but... I probably have had multiple chances to watch Squid Game. Yeah. I joined YouTube with my pastry account on during 2019, like the very end of it. Which, do you have any New Year's resolutions this year, Inc?
Nah. Maybe upload on Instagram more.
Which I made this kind of steep. I made this like very steep. Like, honestly, I didn't think I would even get to 250 this year deep, but my goal is 500. If I don't quite make it to 500, oh well. That's okay with me. If I don't quite make it, that's okay with me. As long as I keep on growing and I don't like lose too many people. And as far as my sub count goes, I will be happy. So, Ink also has a YouTube channel, so please check her stuff out. Of course, she doesn't upload as much as I do, but, I still think you should check her out. And Metal Clunker also has, more subs than you, and he made 8 announcement videos in a row somehow. Like, 8 of them in a row. Which, I love my little brother Clunker, but... or, we're not actually related, but you know how things go on this channel, and with me. But yeah, so... sorry, I'm like, randomly. We should probably end the stream soon, since it's getting to be, 6:30. 6:30, and sometimes I've had to, like, abruptly end stream just because it's dinner time. And that's embarrassing as crap. So, wait.
Probably a good idea to end it now, actually.
Yeah, do you have any closing announcements?
No. Other than the Instagram thing, which of course is in that.
Please join her Instagram. Wait, no, join. Join isn't the right word. Is it follow? Okay. Please follow her Instagram. Please follow her Instagram. Please subscribe to my channel. Which I don't really like saying because I feel like it should be obvious to press the red button if you like stuff. But I usually prefer just to say, please do all the crap that all of the other YouTubers ask you to do, just because it's a whole lot easier to say that than the whole the whole mouthful of like da 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 da. But yeah. I do have a merch store, which I still need to go ahead and find my link to. It is a Teespring. And I'm gonna go it up real quick. And go grab it from my YouTube studio, since YouTube is such a big platform. Like I've made so many videos to where I have to literally search my own channel to find a video. I literally have to use the search bar, which I didn't know in the very beginning of YouTube. I didn't know, like, why is that search bar even there? And now I know. There's that. Once you've been doing YouTube for a while, it's hard to find a singular video. And just so you guys know, the the merch link is in this video, so I'm gonna go ahead and paste my merch link. And I already have a pinned comment, which means I can't pin that comment because I already have a pinned comment. But yeah, do you have any closing announcements? Sorry, I keep on asking that. I just wanted to double, triple make sure. Just so you guys know, there's not going to be a stream right now, or next week, just because of how, like, I'm going on a trip. But yeah, but there's going to be double stream the day after. So, like, double stream the week after next. So, yeah. Please look forward to Halloween games. That's going to be an interesting stream that I'm not going to tell you guys what I'm doing for it. Because I want it to be a surprise. Please go ahead and subscribe to Ink, and please do all the crap that all of the other YouTubers ask you to do in my channel.